Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving our live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks right here from, NFL has a doubleheader today. Major League Baseball is down to the final 2 weeks. And 2 weeks from yesterday will be the last day of the regular season. 2 weeks from today will be a bye week. No action unless they need a rain makeup. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, we start the wild card round of the playoffs. So getting close there. At WNBA, back tomorrow. They have a bye week. All teams played yesterday, so they'll be back. No back-to-backs, I guess, here in WNBA. We'll have today baseball, 9-game card with the two from Monday Night Football. First thing you want to do, guys, hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Really helps us build up our audience, if you would. And then we'll meet the cappers, get right to the picks, so we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much, Tony. I can't complain about the last week at all. We've been winning along, getting some winners. Nice day yesterday, except for Dallas. Dallas still stinks. They get up by 4, and they still made it crazy and gave up a late bomb. Good thing they have a kicker that can kick such long field goals. Otherwise, they totally would have lost that game. But they had to win in overtime. But hey, we didn't get the cover. My only loss yesterday. So can't complain about yesterday at all, but hey, on to a new week. Shout out Roberto Clemente, because it's Roberto Clemente Day here to start the week here on September 15th. So shout out Roberto Clemente. Tough. If anybody remembers what happened there. Earthquake relief. The plane went down, and he was coming to drop off some hurricane or earthquake relief. Was Roberto Clemente, and tragically passed in the plane crash there. So shout out Roberto Clemente today. So if anybody's wondering why, we're seeing some numbers on the back of players' jerseys today that you're like, hey, why is that guy in there wearing that number? That's why. It's Roberto Clemente. So shout out Roberto.
One of the all-time greats back in the day, no doubt about that. Sean, what's going on?
He had a cannon for an arm. Watch some of those old videos on YouTube and stuff. Holy cow. 3,000.
You're living proof there how you picked off some early numbers that came through for you, or else if you waited later, you would have gotten it would have been the other way.
Oh yeah. Listen, NFL 5-3-1 yesterday, 6 wins with the Thursday night game. Yeah, but I grabbed a push there with Dallas at 3. Did I have the Jags right? That one.
Yeah, the one that was the Cardinals. That was the one there because.
Cardinals was another one at 4.5. That went up. You know what? Yeah, I didn't have the Jags exercise because the time it was up there, it had already moved off because I had it at a plus 5.5. The Jaguars. Tennessee was bad. I lost Tennessee there. Jets, good number on the Jets, 8.5. But did it make a difference when you get your butt kicked from start to finish? They were no show. The numbers are up. I don't understand what you're waiting for. Waiting for the people on TV. Now, everybody on TV is going one way. Do I feel bad about my pick if I see that? Absolutely. I'm like, well, I'll go 6-1 at least. I'm thinking to myself, if everybody's on TV, is that something of mine? But you gotta. The lines are there.
Some people don't know how to cap the day before. I mean, I don't think people's have the knowledge. The product knowledge enough to go in there and pick off early numbers. I think some of them just are lost.
Here's the thing. You see Joe Burrow go out and you can log in and the line is 1.5. So of course I'm getting 1.5 on Minnesota. Then it had gone to 5.5 before the game popped off. And now it's down to 3.5 because McCarthy's crap, which I thought he'd be anyway. But I mean, I'm in position for a little middle there. That you could find that kind of stuff.
You are, but 90% of anybody purchasing anything, it's not going to be.
If you come in and watch a show and people start talking about, hey,
but nobody else does. Yeah, but not everybody follows you, Sean. It's not.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this show. But people watch other shows that people talk about. Hey, the lines are up. I mean,
correct. But I'm just saying, the majority of the people don't bet lines early. They wait.
You don't got to tell me. I do a show on Sunday. I look at line show, and then people are like, "Oh, how'd you get that number, fella? I told you a week ago it was going to move during the week."
They're not wired for that. That's the way that people are.
No,
because they're watching root home their team well, you're looking at early numbers and picking them off. It's just the behavior people have. It's just a different skill set. And I don't think people are wired for it. That's the idea.
Listen, everybody, today's day and age, player props, same game parlays. That's what all the youngsters, that's what they're built on for playing fantasy before the DFS stuff, before legalization came, or as legalization came, they got these young kids all hooked in player props and parlay nonsense. So that's all they want to do. They don't care about a good number because they'll just throw it in a teaser or a money line. They don't care what it is. They'll just put a 5-team money line with all the good teams in it.
Yep.
All right. Good luck with that, fella.
All right. That's Chris. What's happening?
Oh, not much. Just kind of hanging out today, amongst everything. Went 500 yesterday, 3-3. Had 2-1 in NFL. I don't know. I took my loss in the NFL was the Jets. There, I thought it would be a terrible spot for the Bills coming off that spot. So that's my bad there. Otherwise, we got the Rams, got the Eagles on that, got the Nationals in baseball. So that was good. My team totals fell short. Just not much hitting going on yesterday. Did 3 home runs from the home run hit list, so that was okay. But just ready to get to it today.
Yeah, ready to get to it today. Yeah, I had the top went up. I had a horrible weekend, and actually I closed home with a winner. So it does take the sting off it a little bit, but was hooked on that Texas State-Arizona State game on Saturday. And then yesterday I did not have a good one. My baseball one didn't come in either, but I closed it out with the Falcons, and I got a little good feeling there. But, man, it was a pretty miserable weekend for me. But look, that's going to happen. You're going to have those weekends when you just got to bounce back from them. And not as you get older, you learn how to absorb the losses and absorb the wins, right? Just to keep that just keep that mindset. It's about the mindset.
Don't get too low on your losses because
don't chase.
What? You will get those losses, and you definitely don't chase. Don't get so low on yourself that you're like, man, I had a 1-4 weekend, and man, I kicked my ass, and then you're like, I got to unload on this night game because I got to get it all back in one fell swoop.
Yep.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's exactly right.
And don't get so hard on yourself because, hey, we all have those days that it gets to you and kicks your butt. So tell you, we've all had those days you wake up and you're like, man, just don't get too low when you're having a low, and don't get too high when you're high. Like when you're up there and you're winning along, just be like, hey, we're rolling along, it's doing good.
Yeah. In my younger days, I would have chased and would have won because I would have been on the Falcons, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I can't win. As I get older, my chases would have came in. You know what I mean? It's always I have a bad one, then I win at the end, but it's all right. I know better than I don't. It just hurts more in sports betting. In real estate, in stocks, the losses came and didn't. But in sports, it hurts more for some reason. But I have less in action in sports than I had in real estate and stock market, right? It's just weird. These losses in sports piss you off more than it does in the stock market. I'm not in crypto, but I'm pretty sure crypto. Oh man, guys, it's just another world. That's just another world, guys. I mean, guys wake up every hour of the day when they sleep. They set the alarm clock every hour to see where the crypto is. I mean, that's how sick it makes you. Incredible. But anyway, let's get to the sports, guys. Buccaneers and Texans here. We got the Buccaneers and Texans here. We got the Texans 2.5-point favorites, total 42.5. Chargers and Raiders. We got a nice divisional battle. Raiders here are dogs. It's now up to 3.5 on the Chargers. Total sits here at 46.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, for me, this one or in these games, I like the over now in Tampa Bay and Houston. That number's just dropped like a few points, like plenty of points. And you got one side of the thing that allows to score offense. Let's say, hey, score lots of points, and then you got the Houston Texans where it's like, they play pretty good defense at home, but I like the over in the first half. I think we see plenty of offense from Tampa Bay. We know that Baker Mayfield's got a couple weapons that in Ibuku, which takes a lot of pressure off Mike Evans. Not having to be the man, because he always draws in that double coverage, so that leaves Ibuku open. So when you got two receivers for Baker to toss to, it definitely helps your offense side of things. So I like the over in the first half. I think the Texans, after that week one offensive debacle, I think here at home, I think they put up some offense numbers as well. So give me the over in the first half between Tampa Bay and Houston. And man, this number hasn't moved a whole lot from the Chargers and the Raiders. They're definitely trying to. I don't know this. I'm going to take the over. I think we see some points. Same thing. I'm going to go double over here. I think at 46.5. I think I think it ticked up too, I believe. Went up from 44 up to 46. But either way, I think we get into the 50s. Chargers offense, they could definitely score some points on this Vegas defense. When the Vegas offense, hey, I think they'll be able to put up a few points against the Chargers. I don't think they're going to run a whole lot. As we've seen in week 1 with Gentry, you're going to have to see Geno using his arm. So he's going to have to be able to throw balls down the field because this Chargers defense you just plug up Gentry, just plug up the run and don't let him run. Make Geno have to use his arm to beat you. So I'm going to take the over there in that one, Chargers and the Raiders.
Yeah, from Rob, we'll move on over to Sean.
Are we doing both together, right?
Yeah, both together. We'll do both together. Yeah.
I'm disagreeing. I'm a little under bandwagon here with these teams here. We have Houston back home. They looked terrible last week. I think the defense is for real. Where's Tampa? Come on, back-to-back road games. You stole one last week. You saw Atlanta play last night. I don't think they'll look all that great. I think against a better defense. I think CJ Stroud's better than
Baker
Penix for sure. Did struggle a little bit there, but yeah, I think this is a low one. I think this is going to be like a 22-16, like something there. Seems a little high to me. And same with the Raiders. I'm not even worried about the travel spot for the Chargers. Okay, they're in Brazil, whatever. You fly out on Friday. Even if you fly out Saturday, you're home Sunday. You're back in your routine by Monday. And this is what, like what's that flight to LA to Vegas? I mean, that's not even a flight. This is like a home game, Yeah. So, and I don't think there will be an
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Right. Not much there. I think Chargers have a defense. I think the Raiders we saw last week, are a decent team. They kind of get written off because they're the Raiders. I think they're the third, the fourth best team out there. Like no one kind of looks at them as a serious team when you have Mahomes and Herbert and Knicks and all the big coaches, and you got, Geno and Cal out there. But I think they're a tough little squad, and I think that this one's going to play out like kind of close. I wouldn't even be shocked at like a Raider win here because the Chargers are off that big win. And they got that, Denver on deck, even though back-to-back roadies again. I'd lean Raiders, but I think, again, low scoring, run, defense, that kind of stuff. And this is, what, a 48 on this one?
Huh? Yeah, 46
and a half.
46, okay.
44. Went up
from an opener of 44 and a half. Yeah, I went up too.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong game here. My apologies. I'm down in like the week 3 kind of stuff here.
The other game one has dropped like 4.5 points, so you're trying to chase an under with that one right now. You're, as you would say, you were late to the party with the best of the number on that.
Yeah, I got a bad one. It's gone up. Give me the unders in these games. I'm an under kind of guy.
Under there from Sean. On over to Chris.
Yeah, in Tampa Bay, Houston, you guys can take the points. I'm going to take the money line with the Buccaneers here to get it done against Texans. Not a CJ Stroud fan. Baker Mayfield's he's got his issues, but also if you want a player prop, I know kids are into that these days. Seems like we'll do an interception prop for CJ Stroud. Should be plus money for you. Take that, and then only reason in the Chargers Raiders I was looking at it, I'd probably stay away from that game, but the only reason I would really, outside of both offenses there, I would take an over just because of divisional game. The Raiders are 6-0 to the over at home in a divisional game, but probably leave that one alone. My focus is more so on the Buccaneers game.
Yeah, from Chris. Tell you what I think here about these. I'm going to be dogs today. I like the Tampa Bay in this one. Baker Mayfield, even though the numbers are inefficient, he got the touchdown passes right. Give me a guy to get the ball to his receiver in the end zone or running back there. Tampa Bay 11-3 as a road dog. Yeah, give me Tampa Bay here. I was not impressed with Houston's obvious 3 field goals against the Rams. I guess the Rams defense was good, but I don't know. Against Tennessee got some points on the board against them there. Yeah, I can only look at Pete Carroll and the plus 3.5. I think that hook might come into play against the Charger team that likes to kick field goals. A defensive-minded style for the Chargers, kind of a ground and pound. I know Herbert's been effective, but interesting to see what the crowd's going to be like. The Chargers really have no support whatsoever. I think there's more fans in San Diego for them than there are in LA, and those fans in San Diego have turned against them. So I think it's going to be a pro Charger feel to it. It's Carroll's first home game. He likes to get the crowd involved. He goes on all the shows. He promotes the team. He gets the excitement level up in Vegas. I think they're really excited for this team coming in. especially starting off 1-0, and the fact that there's been just so much positive talk and writing about the Vegas in that city about Carroll. Because the media likes. He's a very charitable guy. He's even back in his days with USC, he's still giving back to the charities out here. He still comes in the off season for those. So very, very, very good guy. Easy guy to root for, by the way. I mean, that's how I look at it. But yeah, I'll look here at Vegas. I know their run game struggled out of the gate, but they got really efficient passing out of Geno. And that was a road game too, right? That was a road game. So I'll look at them, and that's about. Yeah, I forgot to mention Jay about Houston's red zone. Remember, they really struggled toward the end of the regular season last year. The Houston Texans. That's why people were so down on them in the playoffs, right? Because they looked really bad there to close it. But I'll look at the dog in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Turn our attention to baseball, winding down baseball with not here 2 weeks left in the regular season. Still a lot to be decided in the wild card race, divisional races out there. Dodgers made a statement over the weekend after losing game one. They, like someone said, don't let the Dodgers get hot. Don't let them get hot. But that's just like them, right? Get hot right at the end when it matters the most. Maybe it'll carry it into October. We'll see. Let's take a look here. Brendan Ashcraft will get the start today for Pittsburgh. There was some Pittsburgh. These pitchers have been jumbling around. You'll see a starter, and then all of a sudden you'll see them change. So there's been a lot of changes here. So Ashcraft to go for Pittsburgh. Toronto, and complete change of starters here. We got Trey Yesavage for Toronto, a first-timer going against Joe Boyle for Tampa Bay. So there's your change there. Let's see if we have any other changes here. Sean Burke to go for the White Sox. We think I saw Smith earlier, so that's a question mark there for the White Sox.
Yeah, TBD still.
Still TBD, right? Yeah, White Sox not sure what they're going to do, and that's the situation with a lot of these teams. What else do we have here? It looks like Kai Wang. They're going to throw Kai Wang Tang. They're gonna throw him. Oh, Giants! What are you thinking, man? Against Zach Gallen, he might have a chance, right? He had one good start. So, believe it or not, Arizona is in the wild card race because, as I told you, nobody runs away with the wild card. They just fall back. Arizona's two back. A big game here. The Giants.
Unbelievable.
Is a big series there. I think I said it's the wild card. Teams don't run away with it. And, of course, the big series, I don't know if it means anything. The Phillies clinched the playoff, but haven't clinched. I think their match numbers 1 to clinch the division. But Rangers, Suarez, and Emmett Sheehan gets bumped up to this start here. Again, so Dodgers and Phillies, a big series here. Dodgers right now looks to be a wild card team, but they're 4 games back of the Phillies to try to get that. To try to get that number 2 seed because it looks like Milwaukee will be the one. Remember, the 1 and 2 seed get a bye in the first round. So Phillies and Dodgers are battling to see which team gets the bye. But in my opinion, I'd like to see the Dodgers have to play because with their season stuck, they shouldn't get the bye. They need to play. The last thing you need a team like this is a week off. So anyway, Rangers, Suarez, and Sheehan to start. Let's do 3 at a time on this light card today. So we'll go here at Cubs and Pirates. We got the Cubs $1.22, total 8. Braves and Nationals. The Braves $1.60, total of 9. We'll end the block with Reds and Cardinals. Cardinals $1. Cardinals are in the race. They're 4 back, believe it or not. I told you it's the wild card. Total 8.5. We'll do 3 blocks of 3. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, and I'll take the Cardinals there, though. I'm not a Zach Littell guy. Hey, look, that just ticked up to a nice little plus price. You can get a plus even money on your Reds. No thanks. Reds 4 and 6, Cards 4 and 6 last 10, but hey, Cards have a winning record at home. Reds on the road not been good. 34 and 41. I like Liberatore here. I think he does enough to mow down the Reds. The St. Louis comes away with a victory in that one. And then another one I'm looking at here is I'm going to take the under here with the Cubs and the Pirates. I think Ashcraft for the Pirates rolling along. He's got that 1 ERA. So what does he go 4 or 5 innings for the Pirates, and then that bullpen hasn't been horrible for the Pirates. Still sub 3 ERA for that Pirates bullpen down the stretch here. So I'll take the under 8 because Tyone. Hey, it's Tyone, but Tyone hasn't been horrible for the Cubs, and then that Cubs bullpen after him been lights out. So at 8, I'll take the under 8 Cubs Pirates.
They're from Rod here. Yeah, Dodgers don't care about it. It's funny about the wild card, right, for the Dodgers. Bad news, you got to play. Good news, you get up to 3 home dates for the owners, right? Because that's another thing, right? The owners might be happy to get 3 home dates, if you play the 3 games. Because remember, the wild cards, they stay in one city. They don't go. So could you imagine what the ticket prices are and have 3 filled stadiums? Ownership's licking their chops. Definitely the owners are licking their chops for a wild card. But no, the way they play, it looks to me that they don't care. But we'll see. As on over to Sean.
Boy, I want to take Strider and the Braves, but I have it just an over. Let's just playing out the string. Teams could hit. Let's go over Braves Natties at it's a 9, huh? Eesh, that's all right. We'll lay it on 20 with the 9. Same with this Rays game moved up to an 8.5 here. I'm gonna ride the Jays here to keep hitting. Let's go.
Yeah.
Toronto in the over. Little parlay of your life on a Monday. Monday parfait for our guy Lex Steele. Lex in the chat. He's a big parlay cat.
Yeah.
And what else we got in this one here? I'm on pull for the Reds, but that ship is long sailed. 3 straight losses. Hey. And that's that, right? We got the Yankees in the next one.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Not the last one. The last one, actually. There. Actually, I kind of screwed it up again because I didn't move the time shift. No,
I was gonna say they're playing the same time as
what the hell did I do? I screwed that one up again. All right, we'll have to get back to that one because I screwed it up. All right, let's move on over to Chris.
Yeah, Cubs Pirates. Give me the Pirates first 5 there while Astraf's in there. For as long as he's in there, he seems to be decent. Cubs may take it when the bullpen comes in, but I'll take Pirates first 5. Definitely take the over. Braves, Nationals. You got Strider, you got Parker. Both of them get rocked. Strider's not anywhere near what he used to be this year. He just needs to be done. So take the over there. Kind of done with the Braves. Take the over in the Reds and Cardinals game there. You got Littell, Liberatore, both of them just gas cans, giving up a bunch of runs there. So I think we see some runs in that one. I know the Cardinals are going to be able to hit Littell up for sure, and Liberatore is not any better. So we'll take over 8.5 there.
Yeah, from Chris, I'll tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to take the Cubs. Cubs right now have the 4th seed, which means they'll have the home gate, but they're up by about 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, in that. So they still got something to play for. They're not going to catch Milwaukee, but if they can stay in the 4th seed, they will have home field in that wild card round. And, of course, the owners will be very happy getting those 3 home gates, right? So I'll look at the Cubs. The manager, it's important for the manager and the coaching staff, the fact that you give them the home dates because you make them a lot of money. All right, let's see. Braves and Nats have been hot at home. They've won 5 of their past 6 at home, returning 4.5 units. So I'm going to take the nasty Nats here. Strider's past 9 starts, ERA over 6. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have a quick hook with Strider based on his injury history there. Braves as a road favorite this year, -125 or higher. They're 9-13, losing 12 units. No thanks. I'll take the nasty Nats here in that one. And then Reds and Cardinals, give me the living against the dead. Actually, the Cardinals, this is important for the Cardinals because they're 4 games out of the wild card, right? But I just can't back Liberatore, man. His past 5 starts, ERA near 6. Reds have been in the positive here as a dog of even money or higher. They've returned 2.5 units. St. Louis 15-17 in their past 32 at home, losing 6.5 units. I could only look at the Reds in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Simone Show. Let's clean this up. Middle block here. In the middle block, we'll go Blue Jays and Rays. We see the Blue Jays here, $1.18, total 8.5. Orioles and White Sox. Here we got the Orioles, $1.44, total of 8. There's your Yankees and Twins. Here we got the Yanks, $1.86, total sits here at 9. We start here with Rob.
Yeah, for me here, it's a night game. So I like the Blue Jays here. You don't have to lay a whole lot. Savage is a prospect coming up from his last his start in the minors. He went 3 shutout innings. So, yeah, and he's excited to be here and happy to be here. I watched him in an interview yesterday, and man, is he ever jacked to be here for this game, and he's real good. So I'll take the Blue Jays there. Definitely not trusting Boyle here with the Rays in this spot. At the coin flip price, the Blue Jays offense is much better. It's not even close. You look at what the Rays have been doing over the last month, even in their home games, hitting 248. Well, the Jays are hitting 286. Offense way better on the Blue Jays side of things. And then even if you throw it to the bullpens, usually the Blue Jays bullpen hasn't been the greatest, right? But hey, guess what? They're starting to pick it up. It's been the Rays bullpen over the last week or so. It's sporting almost a 5 ERA. So, yeah, love the Blue Jays there in that game. And then Burke on the bump, right? Kyle Bradish going along. Baltimore just got their ass handed to them by the Blue Jays getting swept. And now you got to come into Chicago. And Chicago's playing pretty good ball. I know Baltimore ain't. They were on a nice little run in September, but then they ran into the red hot Blue Jays. Well, now you're facing the red hot White Sox. Give me the plus money with the White Sox and Burke on the bump. I'm going to take the first 5 there with Burke. Avoid the bullpens.
There with Rod on over to Sean.
I heard I messed up the things before, so I already said the Jays in the over now and there. I'm gonna say take the Twins here. We got a big number with the Twins with Woods Richardson, little Sugarland guy. I'm gonna take it. Listen, Rodon will give up like his little 3 spot like he usually does, 2 runs. Again, Yanks are hot. I'm 190 on the road. I can't do 190 on the road. I mean, that's a big number. And I know the Twins are crap. They're garbage. I get it. 4th place Twins. You're gonna give me a 165. It's worth a flyer, I guess. Here
9-20 versus left-handed starters of these Twins. Best of luck to you.
But listen, you're just asking to win. I'm not betting this game. I got no baseball. I ain't baseball bet all weekend long.
I'll take the Yankees minus 2.5 here. I am not touching the Twins with the 10-foot ball.
Is minus
Twins
2
with your money?
What's the Twins versus Yankees? Right, the Yankees are
yeah, they just dominate. They love to come in there and smack them around.
Minus 2.5 is what? Probably even money minus 110.
No, it's above. I would not take a minus 2.5 unless you're giving me plus money. No chance.
Plus money.
The run line is minus 120. So your 2.5 gets you into the pluses.
Even hold on a second. I didn't look at this one. So they're running a half, minus 1.5, so minus 110 for them today.
Yeah,
minus 120.
It was even money last night. This must have went up, right? It was even money last night.
It was.
I should have looked because 115. What a joke. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what? I can do a 115 with the Yanks there. Why not? I'll do a 115 on the wrong line. I thought it'd be something crazy. I thought it'd be like it's minus 170.
Yeah, no, not minus 170 or something.
Yeah,
So that's
this is the living against the dead too. So
there it is.
Why is it 115? Why does that look so low?
Plus 135 minus 2.5.
That looks so low. 115. Oh my goodness. Now he made me click on this, and
Joe Ryan isn't pitching. That's like Joe Ryan.
Yeah, Joe Ryan isn't pitching. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean that's why they're only at 192, though. It's actually come down. It's 185. It's come down on Minnesota. Whatever. Listen. I bet it's September 15th. I bet 16 games of baseball this month.
We're still waiting for Woods Richardson to get a quality start this year. So it's still on the search for him. Maybe you get one today.
He was sent to the minors. He was sent to the minors. He was sent to the minors in April, right after a few April starts. They go back to the minors, man.
He had a good start last year. He had a nice little run. He looked like he was a promising starter for them after Joe. Like Joe Ryan's really good. You got him, Pablo Lopez. You figure, okay, we got 2. Is this guy's it's been bad. Whatever. Move on. Maybe Chris has a stronger opinion.
You still got Zebby. You got hopes for Zebby. You got hope for
Zebby.
On over to Chris.
Yeah, y'all looking to me for a Yankees Twins pick. That's not happening today. Steering clear of that mess. I don't want any part of that. It is the living and the dead. The Twins are already eliminated, and the Yankees are gonna, try to show up like they're really done something. But I'm staying away from that game. I don't want any part of it. Blue Jays, Rays. I agree. I'm going to take Blue Jays here and take the over. I think both these guys can give up some runs. Very hitter-friendly ballpark here in Tampa Bay. So I think we see some runs in that one. And then I'm going to take the under, Bradish, Burke, at least under first 5 if you want to get in and out. Same way with the money line there, get in and out with the White Sox first 5 before the bullpen comes in and screws everything up. So take them on the first 5 on both those.
There we go. From Chris, what I think about these games, some of them at least. Yeah, I like the over in the Blue Jays, Tampa. Toronto's just hot, 273 in their past 26 games. Now you have them in this little small park here in a minor league park. Let's take a look at the Rays. Let's take a look at the Blue Jays in some recent series in these small parks. We saw what they did in Cincinnati. They put almost 10 runs a game. When they were in Colorado, they put over almost 10 runs a game. So you're in Tampa Bay. What are you going to do? I think I can put almost 10 runs a game as well. That's the way they've been hitting. They've been doing well in these baby ballparks. So give me the over in that one. I'm not saying that they give up runs. They may give up runs themselves, but they have done very well in these small parks. And I think they they had that one good game but this was before the All-Star break. I think they just kind of faded there the last two when they were in the shelter, right? They had that one game when they went over and they went under in the last two, but it was right before getting out. They got a vacation for the All-Star break. So that didn't happen there though. But anyway, other parks they've gone over. I like the over there, no doubt. I'll be the guy that takes the run line with the Yankees. The Yankees have owned the Twins, and if it's not Ryan, then to me this Twins team is absolute fade material. Rodon has been halfway decent too. Rodon on the mound here for the Yankees. I don't trust him in the playoffs, but in the regular season I can take him. I can back him here. Rodon has past 5 starts ERA of 2.43. You look at Woods Richardson, his past 5 starts in ERA approaching 7. Against losing teams. The key here is losing teams. The Yankees now 9-5 to the run line on the road in their past 14 against these losing teams, returning 3 units. I'll take them in this spot. Boy, Minnesota's been horrible at home in their past 34 to the run line, but I'll take the RL with the Yankees today. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show, closing out baseball with these final 3. What do we got here? Rangers and Astros. This is a good series, important series in the standings here. Division 3-way battle in that division with the Rangers, Astros, and Mariners. Battle of Texas here, big one. We got Houston, $1.18, total 8.5. Another big one. Probably the loser of this series pretty much is going to be out of the playoffs in this series here. Giants and D-backs. The D-backs here with life. $1.22, total of 9. Mainly because the Mets and the Giants, had a bad weekend. Phillies and Dodgers. LA $1.16, total 8.5, and you got to give credit to for the Diamondbacks bouncing back after that horrible opening loss to the Twins. The bullpen, where you come back from a huge deficit, take a 1-run lead, and then your bullpen blows it in the ninth. They really bounced. I thought that was a devastating loss. They bounced back from that. So there you go. In that final 3 blocks, big games, a lot at stake in this last 3 blocks here of games. We start here with Rod.
It's just one of those. Here's one of those games you almost want to run to that over with Zach Gallen and Kai Wee on the bump. But I'll just take Arizona here in the spot. I haven't taken Arizona a whole lot. I'm like Zach's falling, but Zach well, since he did fall, he's trying to catch himself a job for next year and some money, because you look what he's been doing over the last month. He's 5 starts, 4 of them have been quality starts, a 2.64 ERA. So Zach's been rolling along, and you look at Kai Wee on the other side, and it's been
Kai Wee
has not been good. It's actually the only spot that I see that Kai Wee has been good is a night game. So I guess maybe he has a good start here. Good old Kai Wee. He gets
those big guys.
3 meals.
See about the big guys. Those big guys got to have. Big guys have to have 3 meals. They have to have. Those skinny guys can get away with it, but the big guys, you got to have the 3 meals if you're going to.
Got to have the 3 meals, because Kai Wee's got a sub-3 ERA. It's a 2.16. Does Kai Wee at his night start? So when he's pitching at night, he's been pretty good. So I think we got ourselves a little pitchers duel going here. Give me the under in this Arizona matchup with a lean to Arizona and Zach Fallen. Zach Fallen's trying to catch a bag, and now he's like, "What? We can."
His agent called him. Yeah, his agent called him saying, "Dude, you made $14 million this year. If you want me to get that kind of money for you, you better get your ass in shape. You better turn those numbers around, right?"
Yeah, and that's what he's done down the stretch. He's definitely picked up his play. And when you look at the options, Kai Wee or that, and then you look at the bullpens, it's kind of like, Arizona's got the little worse bullpen in that matchup, but both bullpens aren't the greatest either. I'm going to take an under. I think it's just one of those contrarian spots that everybody's going to jump on that over, and we get an under. Arizona grabs the win, and then, just as you said, Phillies taking on the Dodgers. Phillies are like, we're good. They're like, we're 8-2. We're rolling along. We just need 1 win to get the division. We're rolling along. We don't care. The Dodgers at that price, it's a coin flip. Sure, give me the Dodgers there to get the job done.
Oh, gonna make if you don't get those home, that's right. There you go. Might make the owner happy if they get wild card. You get 3 home dates. We'll see how that rolls. Let's move on over to Sean.
I like the under in the Stros and the Rangers. Alexander's not pitched terribly. I know the area looks worse than what it is. Leiter's pitched well down the stretch here. Again, fighting for your playoff lives. I'm not expecting 2 teams that have been under teams all year to explode to like an 8-7 kind of game here. So give me the under there. we talked about you talked me into the Yankees run line minus 118. Well, I'm taking Arizona run line plus 155 in this one here. Nice 4-2 game. Lock that up. Thank you for that. And man, this Philly Dodger. I know they clinched, but do they think the Dodgers are on their heels enough?
4 games up. I don't know the tiebreaker, so the tiebreaker might be factored into this series, right?
I don't know if the Dodgers are going to catch second place. I mean, that'll be a big collapse by Philadelphia to come down the stretch and not hold on to a 5-game lead. I mean, right? You're up 4 in the loss column.
Yeah, and the Dodgers have a tough schedule. The Dodgers.
And if you think if you were going to falter after the whole Wheeler thing, they didn't. They didn't miss a beat. They didn't miss a beat. I want to take Philly in this spot. It's the first game out west. This is a tough one, right? Are they showing up for this game, or is it going to be tomorrow's matchup? They'll show up for one game here in LA because it'll be like, oh, it's a preview. Look at this, it's a possible NLCS preview. These two teams. Get out of here. I mean, Ohtani on the hill tomorrow. What are you going to get? 2 innings of Ohtani versus Sanchez? Give me the Dodgers. Not the Dodgers. Give me Philly today. A little plus 105. I'd have to take them both games. I think they're going to get one. You're going to be plus money every game. You get one of the first 2, then you bow out for the series. You got one. You're up plus money. You're not going to walk over $15.
And you got Sheehan on the mound, right? It's not Laz now. It's not Snell.
Yeah.
It's not who's I forget the Japanese pitcher names. Oh, yeah. They don't have their top 3 studs. It's Sheehan. It's their number 5 guy. You're going to get one of these first 2, and they're dogging both. So take the plus money and move on. There we go. From Sean, we move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Texas-Houston game there. Texas 2 games out, so a very important series here in this situation. I'm going to take Texas on the money line here to get it done in Houston tonight. Not really a Lighter fan or an Alexander fan, but I think there's a lot on here, and I think Texas is going to get it done tonight. In that one, leaving that Giants-Diamondbacks game alone. Don't want any part of Kai Wing or anybody. And then Rangers Suarez and Sheehan. I'm going to take the Phillies on the money line there. I think they, like Sean said, they at least get one of these. I think they do the first one here. We'll see the pitching matchups the rest of the week, but I think the Phillies get it done tonight, so we're going to take them with the plus money on the money line.
Yeah, from Chris. That's how you hear what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to be on Texas. I don't like the way this Houston team's been. We just saw Framber lose another $50 million yesterday on a multi-year contract. that's been rough, but it's going on to Framber here down the stretch. He's going to get a huge bag and he's going to get a sack. But it's starting to leak. It's leaking dollars here with these bad starts down the stretch. I'm worried about Framber here. Texas hitting 260 over their past 28. Astros 231 in their past 29. Lighter sharp numbers here, past 10 starts, ERA under 3. Alexander past 6 appearances, ERA 5.5. Rangers bullpen in the better recent form. But boy, this Houston, their past 29 home games, 11-18, losing 16.5 units. Give me Texas in that spot. What do we got here in this? I'm going to take over Giants in Arizona. I know these teams, they're a wild card race, but this is not a divisional race, a wild card. Just again, Giants are hitting, Arizona hits at home. Tang in his 5 starts. We're not talking about it. We back out his relief appearances. In 5 starts, ERA 9.68. So both bullpens in poor recent form. SF 26-11 to the over as a road dog against these bad starters in the NL with an ERA of 5.5 or higher. Arizona 9-2 the over at home. Give me the over in that one. I don't care if the roof is closed. That doesn't matter anymore. I'll take with Ranger and 3 meals and a snack. I'll take definitely the Phillies here. Suarez have been good on the road. 10 road starts, ERA 1.77. Phillies have won 4 of 6 on the road, winning 2 units. They're still looking for the divisional race. They like to get one here against this LA team. Just so again, now we talked about the management from the player side of things. If you're in the wild card game, you're playing for free. These guys don't like playing for free. Give me the right. They want the buy, so they don't have to work because you don't get paid extra for playing the wild card round. You don't. There's no extra money, so you play for free in those wild card games. So I'll take the Phillies here. LA against these power hitting teams that average 1.25 home runs per game or greater. LA 7-8, losing 10 units. I'll take the Phillies in that one. All right.
Suarez gets a snack and a midnight snack because it'll be midnight by the time
That's
this
right.
game starts for him. So he'll get a
Body
3
clock
meals
time.
in and a midnight snack right in the fridge before the game.
Yep.
So
Yep. Just make sure it's clean protein. Stay away from the Mexican joints. I'll tell you that right now because you'll stay away. Stay away. Stick to whatever.
Don't eat the burrito.
Yeah. You don't want any of that stuff. That's gonna bloat you up too much on the mound there. All right. There was Terry Forster, the old LA bullpen guy. He said after every outing in Dodger Stadium, he would eat 20 tacos after the game. Yep, he would take Fernando, would take him to a taco shop after the game and eat 20 tacos. So,
wow.
Yeah, that was their post-game meal there. All right. Funny story there. They would go to Lasorda would go to Steven's Steakhouse in East LA after every home game. They would have it was Italian owned, and that's how Tommy rolled. You lived in Orange County. It's halfway mark home. And they would keep the kitchen open for Tommy Lasorda and his entourage that would come in.
They did that in Edmonton for the Coliseum Steak and Pizza for the Oilers. Italian owned, same thing. Everybody piled in, all the Oilers. So if you wanted autographs, they piled in. That place was nuts. 11, 12 o'clock midweek, and all of a sudden you're like, what the hell's going on in there? It's like, oh, it's the after place for the Oilers. And everybody in this place piles in, getting your ribeyes and steaks at midnight after the game. It was like, oh.
Well, now that's where all the big poker players go to have their steaks because it's right next to Commerce Casino. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Nice.
So it's, that's where you see all the big shots would go there. Pedro Guerrero would be there with Lasorda all the time. Fernando would be there. Garvey, all that, because a lot of them lived in Orange. The ones that lived in Orange County would be there all the time because that's kind of the halfway mark from LA to OC. Stop at the Steven's Steakhouse in East LA, and then you have your steaks. Yep, and they'd have a special spot for the guys. All right, we got you through the baseball. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our Cowboys give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. We have future lines up there for a lot. So we'll start here with Rod.
Little 3-teamer. We're going to take the Yankees minus the 2.5. We're going to throw in the Washington Nationals. We're going to take the under in this Dodgers game tonight. I think, as you said, that Suarez is going to be dealing along, and I think Sheehan at home, his numbers are pretty good. So I'm going to take the under 8.5. Throw that in the parlay there. Dodgers, Phillies, under the 8.5. Little 3-teamer for you.
There from Ron. Move on over to Sean.
All right, Major League Baseball. You know what? I didn't put them in the chat. I forgot to. 79-61 plus 2.425 here. Yankee run line minus the 115. Texas under the 8.5. Arizona run line plus 155. I did go 2 and 4 with the college football this weekend here with the picks on Friday. So not good college football here at the end of the show. 5 and 8 minus 380. You always get a record with me there. So a little slow start with the free picks of college football, but did the same in the other sports. We saw that worked out. So it's only 3 weeks. We'll be all right. We'll bounce back. But baseball, we're on a nice run here.
There we go from Sean. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll go Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line, Texas money line, Philly money line. Your home run prop of the day is going to be Noelbe Marte with the Reds. He's at plus 770 is what I got him at right now. And not even trying to say this guy's last name for a touchdown. We'll just go Amika from the Bucks. I don't know how to say his last name, but he got targeted a whole bunch. Like Rod said earlier, he's taken a lot off of Mike Evans. He had 2 touchdowns last time he played. Yeah, Mbuku. So yeah, take that guy for a touchdown today. He's at plus money.
There from Chris. I got a 2-teamer because I got a big dog here. I got to take the Cubs with the Nasty Nats. All right. Speaking of taco stories, another taco story here. Lakers under Phil Jackson. King Taco, a very popular East LA taco shop. Limousine would pop up, coming out. Phil Jackson. He was another guy who would like his late night tacos in East LA. One there, so another one. All right. And a show picks there from Sean. Get them down. Take a screenshot. Hit your screenshot. Save it so you don't forget it. There you go. Save it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just have to replay the video to get that. So I know you guys want to print that, save it, take it to your sports book. Here's what I want. You old school guys out there. All right. We got you through the part of the purple segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale here at Tony's Picks. I do a big week of action, right? There's a lot of baseball on the card, WNBA playoffs up there, college football and NFL a week as well there. So when you click the link in the description, you'll land right on our page at Tony's Picks. You'll find all our best bets premium plays up there for sale with leaderboards, documented all of our results here up on the board. So let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Rod has got for sale. Rod's had a great year in 2025. What's for sale, Rod?
Hey, for me today, I got 3 plays. I've got 2 in the NFL for you tonight, and then 1 play in the MLB. So 3 plays in total. You can get that up in the Monday 3-pack, or my best bet of the day is available singly for you in the NFL is that play of the day. So in the Moneymaker triple or my NFL Monday pick of the day. So you can pick that one up single, or the Monday pick of the day is included in that Money Monday triple. Or, hey, we got lots of sports action. Grab that week-long Moneymakers, get you everything I got going this week, which will include, you got lots of, we got NFL in there. We got MLB, more college football, more NFL next weekend, Thursday coming up, more NFL. So definitely lots of sports action. It's that time of year where all these sports overlap. So the best way to go is to jump aboard something long-term so you don't miss out on any of the plays I got rolling this time of year. So jump aboard something long-term here. 2-for-1 capper, week pass, 30-day pass. 30-day pass gets you right in through at least the first week of the NHL as well. So definitely you want to jump aboard long-term this time of year.
There you go. Yeah, long-term this time of year is the way to go, guys. With all these sports overlapping, get the long-term passes. Rod's got his long-term subscriptions available from a VIP all-year pass NFL to all sports pass and more. So get on board here with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Promo code TonyT will knock off that 15% off. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. Sean, unit leader over at Tony's Picks, 4,178 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. Sean, what's for sale?
And a little NFL for tonight. I gave you some totals. We got some side action up, so go get it. No MLB. I said I'd have an MLB. I did actually just load up the Yankees, though. I was like, you know what? I got to take the Yankees for myself here. Not on the site here for you, Tony. You don't have minus 115s, but you get a game I actually just bet here at the end of the show. A lot of times I do that anyway. But there you go. You see how we're doing. Monday night's up. Again, baseball, I said I've been picking and choosing 10-6 for September at 63%. You want to go back a month, 25-12, 68%. So I'm still finding the winners, just not rolling out 5 and 6 packs like I was early with MLB. We're moving to football and NFL. 5-3 in one day in NFL, college football, winning weekend there as well. I think I went 6-4. I can flip my little page here, but it doesn't make a difference. Up for the year here a little bit. So there's that. Let's go. Football, MLB. We got college hoops in a month. In a month with
48
NBA
days.
In 48 days, someone who's counting them down over there. Justin's counting
He's counting down. Yeah.
College hoops. I'm a good guy to mix up with the NBA and hockey crew because I'll be into the college hoop side of things, and you'll always get my NFL and college football rather.
There you go. Moneymaker here from Sean Money Football. Late winner up there as well. Of course, remember all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for side credits. That's profit guaranteed. Now, Sean, it's early in the week. This is when you want to get these long-term passes. We talked about that earlier in the show. 7-day pass, 1-month pass, season pass from baseball. As you're going to see, Sean has loaded up already NFL for next week. College football probably upcoming here, but NFL, a lot of it's loaded. Get the better numbers. And I'm telling you, when you look back at his record yesterday, if you would have played it late, you would have lost a lot of those games up there. He got the best of the numbers. So these if these lines move, they're not sold in one-day packages. So you have to get them early. So this early, it's Monday. So get the long-term pass from Sean. Try him out for a 7-day pass. Check him out for a week. Change your betting habits. Bet early and win. That's what you do. That's all. Sean's got it covered there. So you can see he's locked and loaded already, making plays while the games are in action. Seeing those injuries, finding these soft numbers. People wait too late to react to these injury news. But Sean's on it, so get on board.
Everybody wants to just hang out and have a good time, watch live. Well, you can see the other lines. You see the games playing out. Like, no, I don't like the way this is looking. I feel bad about my 1.5. I should have grabbed the 5.5 instantaneously, and I waited, and now it's 3. I could have had a 4-point middle NFL game, which is unheard of.
Yeah. Yep. So, guys, keep an eye there. Long-term subscription to row with Sean. All right, let's see what Chris has got going over at Tony's Picks. Chris, a great year in college football. What do you got, Chris?
I kept it light today. Got you a best bet in baseball, best bet in one of the Monday night football games there. In that, doing pretty good last 30 days, 54, 51, and 1. So hanging tight on that leaderboard part of it. But yeah, 2-for-1 capper, two people putting money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. Everybody's on the leaderboard. Everybody's doing well lately. Looking at it, I didn't really pay too much attention to it till this morning as far as where I was or whatever. But a lot of people on there. El Nino's had a good day yesterday. Ron, Han, Rod, everybody, Sean, everybody's doing great. So pair two people up. There's a lot of people that do more than I do on here. So let us both help you make some money. And use the promo code Tony T at checkout to save you 15% off of my plays today. And then, I'm also the long term here. I'm definitely going to be starting to put in some things a little earlier. I think if I would have caught some better lines, maybe I don't think it would have helped any in that Jets game. But anyway, I do see the importance of that, even though I'm pretty much new here. I've been here a year, but I'm learning. So definitely learning to get your lines in early. It's a big thing, guys. Do that and hop on that. And then, just hop on something long term here for the late steam. We're seeing a lot of TBDs in baseball as we finish up here. So make sure you hop on that with me, and let's try to finish out the season strong here.
Very good. Yeah, get on board with Chris over at Tony Spicks. You can see that he's got his best bets up there from baseball and MLB, and long-term subscriptions the way to roll here. So get on board with Chris over at Tony Spicks. As I said, all of our member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for late plays for you folks. For those of you on long-term subscriptions, we'll email those late plays are emailed right to your inbox. Games starting between 10 minutes and 2 hours of game time. You get those in your inbox when you get a long-term subscription. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. I've got a best bet here from the NFL as well as baseball. I'm having a great year in baseball this year. I have a play of the day up for baseball, a best bet from NFL. Get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions, of course, your best value there instead of buying plays per play. And, of course, matching up with your favorite capper here with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, guys, with you here on the Tony X Morning Show every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. Of course, growing YouTube channel here at Tony's Picks. A lot of great content here produced here on the channel as you get a lot of great contributions. So if you guys want to head on over, get a chance to check out our YouTube channel out. And you'll be able to find a lot of great content up there. Check out a replay of our live show by hitting the live tab. Rod comes in here with the happy hour today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. He'll have his crew join him here on the happy hour, so you can check that out. Of course, you get those late information plays, late injury news, pitching changes, and more. And sometimes we might get some NHL preseason hockey. I don't know. Rod keeps an eye on that too. So lots going on. And I know the Kings play on Sunday in the preseason against the Ducks. I had my eye on that game. But a lot going on. I know the preseason's starting pretty soon.
Lots of rookie games. Rookie games there. So it was a lot of rookie games. I don't think I could find any lines on them rookie games to be betting. But don't worry, the next couple of weeks or so, we'll find some spots. I don't go crazy in the preseason, but you can definitely pick and choose your spots when you do, because you'll know that they'll start their number one goalie here, and you know that they'll start some of their top guys as well in the preseason because they want to get some skating and get some time in there. Problem is they don't play the whole game usually.
That's true.
That's right. The problem. They don't go in all in 60 minutes. A lot of them will do 1 period, 2 periods, and then sort of ramp it up after. But
in my experience watching preseason hockey, there's a lot of chemistry issue because you got starters facing with minors in the same line, and it can get pretty choppy there. A lot of sloppy, I should say. It's very sloppy with sloppy play. You're
getting a third string goalie sometimes as well there, Tony. Someone's trying to make a start, and he's trying to steal a backup job in the NHL. So you get some third string guys that you normally don't get starting games. So it's definitely you gotta be picky and choosy in the preseason, that's for sure. But and once the regular season comes around, you see what we did last year. We'll be doing the same thing, all in. Here we go. We'll find us some winners in hockey. Trust me.
Absolutely, guys. Hit the video tab for more of our on-demand content out there. Chris with his home run props. We got looks like we got El Sandro from a sports book, I think, or somewhere he's driving a Buck and Texan game. I got some content for you, deeper dives in baseball with all your stats. Same thing on the football, deeper dives there. Hit the shorts tab, a lot of great content up there as well. You'll see El Nino's with that -1 there. We could check that out. Brian does contribute as well to the YouTube, to the shorts tab. So guys, check it out. A lot of great content over on our Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Maybe El Nino's will have that dog video up a little later there. So a lot of great content. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. All right. Anybody have anything to say? Oh, sorry. We'll see you with Sean. Sean's with us here in the mornings. We'll catch him occasionally on those afternoon shows.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking. We got a Notre Dame over 53. Let's go. Boise, it's up to 10 now. I'm looking. I'm in college football mode here. I'm starting to load up stuff. So
yeah, so there you go. For these guys on long-term subscriptions, keep an eye on Sean's early plays coming in. He's locked and ready to roll there. Of course, Chris, that home run hit list has been very popular video over on the channel.
Yeah, it's been popular with it seems to be dropping off here. I had kind of a rough couple of days there, so I think I lost some people on it. But we're looking to come back with it. It's just we got 3 yesterday. Well, it's a short card today. I got you some out there. Get you some once some lineups are more confirmed here. We're doing pretty good, rolling right along here. I think if we get one a day, it's good. I'd like to get more than that, but good series there, running all the way through the World Series. So it's not going anywhere until that's over with. And just trying to iron out this end zone hit list thing here with touchdowns. It's been hard to try to read, so I'm not putting that out yet. But yeah, the home run hit list will be out there, and appreciate everybody's support. Keep the comments coming. I think that's boosting the video there from the YouTube algorithm. So keep that going, the likes going, and make sure you have your notifications turned on so you're notified when I update the additional home run comments.
That's right. Check the comments. Extra content there from Chris in the comments section on that home run hit list video. So keep an eye on that. Give it several visits if you can per day. All right, guys, with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Back in tomorrow with more content, more videos with WNBA back tomorrow. 16-game card from Major League Baseball tomorrow. I guess the Braves and Nationals got to play a doubleheader for some reason. But at least we'll have day baseball tomorrow. Can't complain there when there's day baseball. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
Notre Dame's up to 55 from when I just mentioned the 53. So.
Yeah,
I'll just let it keep rising. I'll take an under as it keeps going up. I love that.
Chris Ash is the hitman.
I love watching the line moves. I'm a type of capper. I need the line moves. I'm not jumping on shit early. I hate being the guy first on the line. I like the guy that comes in. I watch everybody else. I love the lines to stir and move, and everybody bet them up early. Like they did on the Jets game, and I got a 6.5 on Buffalo and cruise to the victory with that one right there. Cruise to the victory.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that you don't want to be the guy getting the bad number. You want to be the guy fading.
Sometimes there's times to jump on early. Sometimes there's not times to jump on early, and everybody caps different, right? Sean loves to cap early, get on those numbers early because they fit his systems. I have different systems that
exactly.
I follow. So there's many different ways to get there to the winner, and then we all do it different. We all do it differently. I'm telling you. You think that we all do it the same? No. I wish it was that easy that we all did do the same, and we just follow this little handbook over here, and we'd all be winners, and the books would be shut down and broke. So we're just trying to find winners. Definitely different ways.
Sean does it the right way, and he does it the right way. He will not put those games in a one-day package. That's different.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
And the rest of the rest of the cappers out there, he'll sell on a day. They'll sell you a line move, right? And they'll get.
You can't do that. Like if you got that line early and it moved and it's jumping and it's like you're trying to sell somebody an 8.5 on the Jets. No, Higgs doesn't do that, and I wouldn't do that either because there are times that I will jump on that number early because I want that number because you're like, man, that number's going to leave and disappear. Forget it. I want it. And then you jump on it early. So yes, there are times that I find to jump on numbers early. And then there's times that I like to wait because I'm like, man, everybody's going to bet on that side and that number's going to come down.
Exactly. And I know there's some side owners conflicted with this. They only want you to put the plays in the day before. I understand that. But I think it's a disservice to your long-term subscribers not to give them the opportunity to play in their game early. That's my philosophy on the whole thing.
Correct. Yeah, because there's some games that I'm telling you, I was in early. There's some games that you're in early, and then there's for me, I find some early, and then I'll find some late as well. Because I love when sometimes things get bet, and then you can get a better number sometimes where everybody jumps on one side, and it's like, ooh, that number went. It's like this total in tonight's game. It went up. It's dropped like a run. Now it's 42.5. Those things scare me. So if you were on an under, I would have rather been at the 46.5 there where it started. Now down at 42. That's a 4-point line move. That's over a field goal move. that's a big chunk. Line.
All right. Just some news here on Will Smith. Right, he's another. Dodgers just get hit with the key injury. The 10-day injured list now with that bone bruise on his right hand. So he'll be a backup catcher now for the Dodgers here. As Will Smith on the 10-day injured list dealing with that hand, bone bruise there. So there's probably a precautionary move there, but that's a big bat in the lineup. It just seems the Dodgers get hit with these key guys in that first bunch. He's back. Oh, now Will Smith's out. So it's
now Smith's out. Wow. Yeah. If it's not one thing, it's another. Yikes. or Burrow. If it's one thing or the other with that guy. Because news is this morning, yes, he's going to have the surgery, so he'll be out 3 months. No Burrow for.
Here's the thing, I remember when they took the wide receiver. I'm like, why the hell are we taking a lineman? Like, you need your quarterback to be healthy. This guy gets. It's shocking that he could just even play as much as he does. The abuse he takes behind that offensive line.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, now will you get an offensive line? Like, man, you're missing your top guy. You missed him. He got beat up his first year.
That coach. As much as I was high, I said, hey, you know what? They start out 2-0. They win some games. Coach of the year. That guy's getting fired this year. He's getting fired.
Well,
Maybe who knows?
Browning's he's an experienced backup. I will say that.
Yes,
it's not
he
like
is.
put some rookie guy with not like Shedeur Sanders. Well, he didn't want to be a backup. That's why he didn't get drafted.
I say the guy from the Dolphins, McDaniels here, he gets fired first. I'm telling you, he's getting fired. We give you an extension, you fired.
Yeah, if they lose by 30 on Thursday night, he's out. They're not going to fire him on a Monday after a short week, but he'll be canned Friday morning.
Friday morning.
They can. The UCLA just can't. We know can their coach, so they're going to have more. It's that program that we talked about that last week, right?
Somebody paid one of those plane riders with the banner out the back to say Fryer, Greer, and McDaniels from the Dolphins yesterday as they flew over the stadium.
Oh my God!
Yeah, somebody needs to teach McDaniels how to do a press conference and answer questions. He's an idiot. He was just saying that you win games. That's how you win games, and you lose games, and that's how you lose games. And it's like, somebody get him off the podium. This guy's
doesn't handle
sending him back
well.
to Starbucks. Like,
what might you airmailing Hill? He was wide open. He's standing there, and Hill's like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, I'm not 10'12". Like, seriously.
No question. All right, guys, that'll do it for the show. We're back tomorrow. Wake up. Bye, guys. You make it a winning Monday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.
5 here.